I would like to share a little bit about how you embark on this journey as a medium. And some people actually think that if they go on a mediumship course or spiritual development course, it's like they have to work as a medium. And no, not at all. Very few actually in the end works as a medium. So for me, when you're starting a spiritual development course, which include mediumship, it's all about finding yourself actually. And I think that's the greatest gift with what I've been working with over these years, is to find myself. Yes, I still have a lot of things to work with. I still have a lot of flaws, but I'm such a better person today than I was 30 years ago. Not because I think, oh, I'm so great, but now what I mean is that I found myself more or less, and I'm happy within myself who I am. For the first time in my life, I don't care if I'm growing old, I don't care if I have wrinkles, I have rosacea, little spots. It's no big deal, I got it because my life's been hard sometimes. But that also tells you that I've had a life. I don't believe anybody goes through life without pain. Emotional, psychologically, physically, you name it. Life can be very, very painful. And during my development and finding myself, I've also learned that how to deal with it, how to look at it in a different way. I'm not up here having anxiety 24/7, except the period when my menopause was really bad. But apart from that, and I don't need to go for a reading from other mediums. I haven't done that, I think, for 20 years because I don't need it. I listen to myself and know what's right for me. Yes, there's always a little bit of apprehensiveness or a little bit of worry when you're making huge decisions in your life. That's just the animal instinct talking to you. They're looking for safety and security. And when you're changing something that you're used to and that you feel very familiar with, there will always be an apprehensiveness there, or a little worry. Sorry for my Swinglish. But to come onto this journey is a discovery of yourself. Who are you as a person? What are you looking for as a person? What's out there for you, For me, who I've had a death wish all my life, I was just looking for myself, but I didn't realize it at the time. I was so lost within myself and in this world, so I didn't know where to turn. So when I found spiritualism, I found my second home, and I found friends that were similar to me. And then I realized I'm not alone in this world. And over those 30 years, I have created a new family, so to speak, a spiritual family. And a lot of them means the world to me. I will die for some of them. They are so important in my life. And I usually said back in the day that if you have one true friend, you're a millionaire. And today I have discovered that I have several. Not 20, 30, 40, but I have a handful that really I know are my true friends. And that gives me so much joy. I'm so rich in that way. And I think also what this journey has taught me is to find my self-value, which I didn't have much of back in the day. I could have the hugest self-confidence, but the lowest self-awareness, So it's a huge difference in them two. But this journey, if you are lost in this world and you don't really found your home, and you don't really know what you're going to do with your life, look into your own spiritual side. Because when you're finding that one and you're realizing you don't have to be like everybody else in this world. You don't have to fit in that little box that society tries you to make fit in there, because you might be different. And isn't that unique? And you should embrace that uniqueness, because no one will be the same on this planet. And wouldn't that be really, really boring? For me, it would be really boring. I wouldn't like to see 15 other Mias around me. I will get so fed up with them, It's enough that I get fed up with myself from time to time. But, to find your place in this world, and to find your uniqueness and your talent. So a lot of people actually come into spiritual development and mediumship, they open up other talents within themselves. It doesn't just have to be that you have to be traveling the world like I have done and working with mediumship. You might find the gift of drawing. You might find the gift of writing. You might find the gift of singing, whatever, or you just find yourself, and find your own value within yourself. Because if you walk around this world like I did before, with no self-value, no self-esteem, and trying to fit in, you're not really a very happy person. And I had my huge up and downs. It was like a roller coaster. And today, if I should be really honest, I'm a little bit like this. And sometimes that's quite boring, Yes, I don't miss the lows, but I miss the highs, when I could be wow out there, and enjoying everything. Today, I'm quite calm with everything I do. And thank God I have mediumship, because for me, that challenge when you're working with the spirit, that makes you step into that power. When you're strong, you feel capable, you feel that you mean something, or, not for other people, but you mean something. You're standing there and you feel so damn good with all that love that you deliver from the spirit world. And, you don't care about anything else but being in that little bubble. It's magic. And it is a drug. Yeah, it is a drug. We become a little bit addictive to it, or at least I love demonstrating mediumship, because I'm stepping into my true power, which I never dared to do before, because I've always been afraid to be too much, or talk too much, or I didn't look right, or whatever. But when I'm standing on that stage and I feel that power from the spirit world, and I connect with these loved ones, there is no better feeling in the whole wide world, and I love it so much. But as I said, not everybody's meant to do that, And I know when I wrote my back, it was pure inspiration from the spirit world, So, or no, I shouldn't say that. That's a lie. But I had a pressure there, and I think it was because the book is a lot of healing, and it can help a lot of people who's been in my situation. So it was self-healing, and also it did something good for other women out in Sweden here. But anyway, if you have a curiosity for the spirit world, or the mystical things, so to speak, don't be afraid to sign up for a course in personal development or spiritual development and mediumship, because you will find something there you don't find anywhere else. So that's my tip for today. It gave me my life. So bye.